this lunch. We went all out. How about yours? How was your lunch?
It was great, actually. Yeah, I had soup and crackers and some homemade chocolate again. It's kind of consistent.
Nice. We had some bruschetta, which was good. I think I learned from one of our previous students, Tom. Just it's simple Italian cooking at lunch is like the best thing ever. And then we actually had some strawberries and cream scones, which were really, yeah. I was feeling fancy today, so I thought I'd treat myself.
Yeah, and, always fancy. Don't save your best for best. You got every day's a fancy day, I think.
For sure. I wonder what everyone else had for lunch, eh?
Indeed. Maybe if you want to, I mean, I don't want to fill your time with frivolous tasks, people, but we're always happy to hear what you have for lunch. It's always a good conversation to have. And there'll be a little bit more about checking in later on in the workshop, actually. We might just try and formalise that a little bit, but not just yet. Cool. Okay, so we are still a minute ahead of start time, and it would be foolish to leap ahead. But so I will pause for a moment. And what else can I tell you that's interesting? I went to the park, and once again, every day, as you know, Abby, I'm trying to find a new road that I haven't been down before. And I did so today. I found a bit of the playground in the park that I hadn't been into, so I went there.
Nice.
Yeah, I've got one in my back pocket for tomorrow as well. And so far, pretty much every day, I think I missed one or two, but pretty much every day in lockdown, I've gone down a road near my house that I had never been down. And the definition of road has shrunk to kind of like a bit of concrete near someone's house. And I think a lot of people are probably looking at me going, what is that guy doing?
Yeah.
Why is he going down the alleyway next to my house? I don't like him. So, hey, what are you going to do?
You have to do it, man.
Yeah, it's a good project, man. It's an art project.
Yeah.
That's the feeling. Cool. Okay, so it's 2 o'clock, proper 2 o'clock now. I think we can crack on. That's my feeling. Just want to acknowledge a few things. I know the morning was a bit gnarly, so again, apologies for some of you who had a little bumpy ride in the morning. But again, I think it should be every time we introduce a new piece, it's going to be a little kind of change, and then it settles down. Maybe now you've got a whole new thing under your belt. You're sharing in a bigger context. You've got Miro up your sleeve as well. So it will take a little while for this to settle, but I guarantee you by tomorrow it'll all be smooth. Apologies if it felt a bit rushed. Do look after yourselves. We are doing our best to provide breaks and a structure for you. And also, as well as you do look after yourself, and if you're feeling the pressure, just step away for 5 minutes or whatever you need to do. Let people know so they know where you are. Let the module team know. But yeah, if you have to step away, you have to step away. We've got somewhere to get to, and I'm sure you can feel this. We're trying to get the module train to stations and then another station and another station, because we've got a destination to get to, and that destination, we'll get to a major station on Thursday, I promise you. So we have got a timetable here. We're trying to get you through it. So forgive us if it feels like you a little bit, but hopefully it's serving you. And as I say, do feel free to push back if it feels uncomfortable. Cool. Okay. Oh, the only other thing to say about that is that this is kind of the way. If you haven't actually stepped into the creative industries yet and you're still studying, this is kind of like what it's like to run, to be in a professional space, I would say. Would you agree, Abby?
Yeah, for sure. I think you get a lot of kind of, I think at university and a lot of it, like prior education, you get quite a lot of time to sit and develop. But the reality is, we'll get an email the day before something's due, and you just have to run for it and go really intense and make it work. So I think there's lots of different paces, but I'd also just take a moment to look at how much you've managed to create in, you've only been doing the brainstorming stuff today, this morning. I'm seeing hundreds of ideas. So just the fact that you can get through that many ideas in a morning is like, that'll be so powerful to take that into your future careers.
Damn right, exactly. It's a different pace, and it's maintaining your calm and your grace grace under pressure is a great phrase that we use, and I'll probably say that again later on down the line, but hopefully this is still fairly manageable stuff. Cool, all right. Let's do one more exercise. It's just a quickie, but it's a bit of a warm-up. It's a bit of a fun one. Because you're working in a bigger team, it won't be a pair exercise, it's a group exercise. So I'm going to invite some Modual staff members to join me. If you'd like to turn your cameras on now, folks. And we're going to make our own little mini client group here. Hey, Connor, how are you? Good to see you, Hannah. Good to see you, Aidan. Good to see you, Tim. So here we are. We are going to pretend to be a client group, basically. That's our job here. And one exercise, oh, we've got Adelaide as well, brilliant. Fantastic. Thank you, Adelaide. Good to see you. So we're going to do an exercise called yes and this is taken from the world of improvisation. And the idea is that one of us thinks of a stupid idea, something really stupid that we can all do. And they say it. So they say, let's. Start the first sentence with a let's. And then the next person says whatever they say, and we'll do an example in a moment, don't worry. Whatever they say, the next person says, yes, they totally agree, and they build on it. So it's not about saying yes but or yes or even, it's definitely a yes and, it's a build on top of it. And we'll go around for a bit and see what happens. We'll go in alphabetical order. So the Abby, Aidan, Connor, no, sorry, Abby, Adelaide, Aidan, me, Hannah, Tim. I think that's right. Has that blown your minds, folks? I think that's right. Okay, so I'm going to say it again, and then Abby, Adelaide, Aidan, Connor, me, Hannah, Tim, and then from Tim back to Abby. That is correct. Vertical thinking has worked it out right. So does everyone know who they're after? Put your hand up if you don't know who you're after. Everyone knows. Cool. Okay. So yeah, and we'll go around for a bit and see where it takes us, the yes and path. And if it at some point it'll feel done. It'll feel like we can't go any further. And then we'll stop and either or say, well, that was a bit boring, but usually this is quite a fun process. And then whoever's next will then start a new one. And we're going to do that sort of 2, 3, 4 times, and then the exercise is done. So it looks like this. I don't know who I'm after. Yes, I do. Okay, Abby, you are starting us off because you're first to the list, and then we'll just see where we get to. All right, go for it.
Cool. Let's get on a train.
Yes, and let's take the train to another country.
Yes, and let's grab a coffee in that country.
Yes, and while we're drinking coffee, we have to put our socks on our hands.
A random member of that country and then shake them by the hand before we hand it over.
Yes, and we have to be dressed up as WWE wrestlers.
Yes, and we'll record the entire thing with GoPros and put it into a video at the end.
Yes. Oh, I got one more. Yes, and let's play this as the intro to WrestleMania next year.
We did need that last one, and I think that is a wrap. Fantastic, brilliant. Okay, so that's one thing. We're going to make a crazy video in another country with coffee and socks, and we'll all be dressed up as WWF. Is it WWF or WW something else? That's like the Dark Ages, last century WWF, isn't it?
It changed in '91.
Oh God. Okay, moving on. Adelaide, you got one? Let's do a let's.
Okay, let's start our own fashion movement.
And let's all have baby models.
Yes, let's make it completely sustainable.
Yes, and let's invite influencers to we give influencers lots of free sustainable baby clothes to put on their Instagram for their babies. Influencer parents.
Yes, and politicians have to wear the baby clothes for a day.
Yes, and we should make sure that's a Wednesday so that it happens during PMQs.
Yes, and let's switch all the politicians that should be in PMQs with the rest of the babies.
Yes, and let's live stream the babies in Parliament.
Slam dunk, surely. Unless you got something, Aid. Good. All right, give us a let's, Aid. We'll do one more of these. Off you go.
Let's go to a socially distanced park.
Yes, and all bring our lawnmowers and start cutting the grass.
Yes, and let's have a kind of bumper car lawn battle in the park.
Yes, and let's set up a micro horse farm.
Yes, and we should crowdsource random bits of stuff to customize all of the lawnmowers and farm equipment, like a scrap heap challenge style.
Yes, and they all have to look like horses too, the lawnmowers.
Yes, and we should mod the lawnmowers so they sound like horses too.
Yes, and we should turn it into a Minecraft world.
I can't top that. I can't top that.
Mic drop at that point. Excellent. All right. Thank you so much, guys. That's it. I think that's our demo, but well done. Thank you, Modular staffers. Very good. Let you get back to it now. Much appreciated. So that is yes, and so let's be super clear about this. The first person who comes up with the first idea, which in theory is going to be the person who is first on the list alphabetically, says let's. Just come up with a crazy idea, or it can be a normal idea. We got some nice ones that grew there. And then everyone else after them builds on the idea. They don't substitute their own idea. They don't negate the idea. They think about it and think, how can I kind of evolve that and warp that? And you do it till you get bored, basically. What do we have? We had wrestling. What was the first one? Wrestling.
We were having coffees and then
That's right.
And
That's right. We went abroad and had in wrestling costumes and we're running around giving people coffees and socks. Then we had the babies on Question Time and sustainable clothing, which I think we did a much better job than our Parliament, certainly. And then we just had, it's already gone at my brain, what was the last one?
it was the lawnmower horses.
That's right.
In a park.
And in Minecraft eventually. Okay, cool. Nice one. All right, so that's kind of it. Before we send you off, after you've done it, I think if you could just log it on Slack or whatever, just give us something that you did, because we'd love to hear about it. But just do it for like 5-10 minutes, and then you can go back to brainstorming. If you've got anything left over from the morning, if you want to share some pictures or finish some Petricucci's, you can do that. But basically, all between now and the talk at 3:40 is that exercise first, and then you can get back to brainstorming. So are there any questions at all about any of that? And any thoughts from you, Abby, at all? Sounds like we've covered it. All right. So obviously you've got the module team, but if you want to post any questions in Slack right now, we will answer them here, or alternatively, even after we've gone, we will answer them on Slack. But I think, sounds like we explained it okay and everyone knows what they're doing. So on that basis, I'm going to say, assuming that everybody is okay to go back into the breakout rooms, which is what we're going to do now, we're going to send you back into your client groups, do that as I say, 5-10 minutes tops. If you're really enjoying it, feel free to do some more of it. But then after that, you want to get back into the business of brainstorming. And we'll let you, again, regulate your own breaks. After this, we're going to see you back here at 3:40, like yesterday, for a talk from Blast Theory, who are amazing. Yeah, and we'll post a link on the info. But that's basically all you need to know from me and Abby until that talk. So great. All right, I think we've covered it. Go have fun, yes, anding. Let us know where you ended up, and then get on with brainstorming and have fun.
Okay, so we will start with Danae. I'll post that in the group chat. Actually, there we go. Danae, are you here? No? Okay, we'll come back to Danae, and the next person is Dawn.
Hi.
Hi.
Should I just start whatever?
Yeah, anything at all.
Let's go to listen to a concert.
Yes, and let's all wear birthday party hats on our heads.
Elizabeth?
Yes, and let's have microphones in the parking lot.
Sorry, could you try again?
Can you hear me?
Kind of, a little bit.
Yeah. Let's put microphones up.
Try typing it. Because we can kind of hear you and then it goes wibbly wobbly. Okay, great. Did everyone see Elizabeth's message? And then the next person?
Yes, and don't forget to bring a liter of water and still dehydrate.
Nice. Jess?
Yes, and let's all wear our face masks.
Nice.
Yes, and let's live stream the concert.
And Maria? Maria Mustafa?
No, Mate. No.
Not here. Okay. And then I guess Maria Teresa.
Let's wear masks where you can see our mouth that we're singing.
And let's all sing a party song.
Let's turn on the recording.
And let's not forget to dance our heart out.
Right? Yeah, there you go.
What's the hot hot? Let's not forget hot hot. Wait, what do you mean? Hot.
Pardon?
What is? Sorry, I missed. What's the hot hot? I heard hot hot.
So let's not forget to dance our heart out. Like.
Okay. Yes, and recalled our hot time using iPhone.
Yes, and let's turn on the flash.
And Vivian isn't here. So
Yeah,
I guess...
I'm here.
Oh, you're here. There you are.
Yeah. Yes, and let's go to the Disneyland and watch the fireworks show.
Nice. We'll have Dawn starting next. Give us a new situation.
Oh, I think I just follow her and it's okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yes, and let's do some cosplay.
Yes, and let's all cosplay as Batman.
Bakery? Oh,
We skip Elizabeth. Okay.
She's not here.
Okay. Yes, and don't forget to take picture with your favorite character in a cosplay.
Jess?
Yes, and let's have the theme songs playing like out of mics next to us.
Yes, and let's sing the theme songs.
If anyone wants to start like a new let's, then it's perfectly good. But if you feel like you can work off of what somebody else just said, then go ahead.
I can start a new one. So I think it's my turn, right? Let's go to the beach.
Let's go to the let's collect sand. And let's collect sand.
Let's wear the bikini.
Okay, me. Yes, and let's all learn how to skate while on the beach.
Yes, and okay. Let's carry. How can I say? Tent.
And let's have a picnic there.
And we're back. Yeah, I guess the next person will be Devika. You can start a let's, or you can add that and say yes and.
Let's all wear spacesuits.
Yes, and go to SpaceX station.
And let's make sure we record our trip.
Yes, and we go to Mars.
Yes, and then next we can go to the moon.
And on the moon, let's build a castle.
And also build a swimming pool.
And yes, let's not forget to say hi to those who are in space already.
Yes, and bring the cats and dog to the Mars.
Who's Jess?
My turn? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to start a new one. Let's have a fashion show.
Maddie?
Sorry. Let's all wear sustainable fashion.
Yeah, and let's use clothes made of recycled materials.
And let's make matching outfits for dogs.
Let's take dogs to the fashion show.
Yes. And let's make sure the dogs wear beautiful shoes to match with the outfits.
Yes, and let's see the handsome models.
We missed out Ray. Ray, do you want to go next?
Difficult.
You can start a new one.
Oh, okay. Okay, 자, let's play tennis.
Danae?
Keep the neck to the down, I think.
Yes, and let's also bring some snacks.
Yes, and let's pack a picnic basket.
Let's build on theme park.
Let's invite all our friends.
Let's sit under a tree when we're having it.
Sorry, I didn't understand what you said, Maddie.
Oh, let's sit under a tree. I don't know. I just.
Okay, yes, and let's have an after party.
Yes, and let's have that after party in the tree.
And yes, let's eat lots of food and fruits while we're under the tree. Mitchell.
Let's climbing the tree.
Who's next?
Ray.
Yeah.
Sorry, finding the tree. You said, let's finding the tree. You said
Climbing the tree.
Climbing the tree. Why are you laughing? Hold on.
It can be anything. What are you doing while you're in the tree? Or did you jump down?
Let's jump. Yes, and let's jump from the tree.
Okay. Subhashini, are you here? Do you want to go next?
Sorry, actually my net was down, so I just came back.
Okay, awesome. So you were in a tree and you've jumped down. Yes, and or you can start a new one.
Yes, I fell in a puddle.
And we're back to Danae. Okay, let's go to Dawn.
Yes, and let's plant more kinds of flowers.
Yes, and let's smell the flowers.
Yes, and make it a crown for your head.
Yes, and let's draw the flower.
Yes, and let's put the drawing in an art show.
Yes, and let's invite our family and friends to the show.
And yes, and let's give them flat crowns too.
Can you say again?
Yes, and make some flower crowns for our family and friends too at the art show.
And let's take the picture and put it on the fridge.
And yes, and let's make those pictures into t-shirts that we'll never forget for the rest of our life.
Yes, and also put on social network SNS and recognize around all over the world people.
And yes, let's have some chat in Instagram.
You can start like a new let's if you guys want. Like it doesn't have to be safe. Yeah. Go crazy. The next person is Elizabeth Can. So Fiku, do you want to start a yes and, or do you want to start us with the let's?
Oh, we'll start for the let's. Wait. Let's be a president.
Jess?
Did you say be president?
Yep, a president.
Okay. Let's strive for world peace.
Did you say world? What did you say? World what?
Peace.
World peace. Okay. Let's ban fast fashion.
Yes, let's give everybody a living wage.
Yes, and let's make party hats. Let's oblige people to legally wear party hats.
And let's taking the plan to the heaven.
Okay, yes. And when we get to the heaven, let's make sure that all the angels understand that. When we get to heaven, let's make sure that we're friends with all the angels there.
Ray?
Yes, and on the other hand, let's make the hell.
Could you repeat? Sorry.
Ray? She said, could you repeat?
Let's make the hell.
Okay, I can't hear the last part.
Hell.
Hell.
Sorry,
Okay.
hell. Yeah, hell. Hell.
Let's make friends there.
Dawn?
Sorry, she said let's make it what?
So there was let's go to heaven, make friends there. Let's go to hell, and let's make friends there too.
Okay. Yes, and let's paint the things in front of our eyes together.
Sorry, can you repeat that, please?
Let's paint, draw the things in front of our eyes together.
Yes, and let's force everyone in hell to constantly read Trump's tweets.
Okay.
Let's defeat the Darth Vader in a Star Wars.
Jess? You can start a new one.
Okay. Let's create teleportation.
Let's use it to travel to the nearest galaxy.
Let's use it to spend the lockdown in wherever we want.
Sorry, do you mind repeating that?
Yeah, let's use it to spend lockdown now wherever we want.
Oh, and let's spend lockdown in the nearest galaxy.
let's swim in the galaxy.
And let's all drive a plane, ride the plane in the galaxy and come to Earth while we skydive down from the galaxy.
Yes, let's catch monsters in the galaxy.
Yes, and let's cook the monsters.
Yes, and punish the monsters for eating our cookies.
Yes, and put on the jar.
Yes, and let's all drink tea with them anyway.
Can I start a new one? Yeah. Let's make an app.
Yes, let's make a dating app.
Yes, and let's make that only virtual dates. Never get to meet the people IRL.
And the app, you can now see the face of the people on the app. Let's make that.
Yes. You said not see the face or see the face, sorry?
Yeah, just only words, like words chat.
Okay. Yes. And let's create music in the app through the words that have been written.
Right? Ray. Yep. Okay. Subhashini.
Can I just say that like I find it a lot better being able to see people's faces because like
Yeah.
otherwise I just can't see anyone and it's like I don't even know who's speaking. So I think it'd be best if people actually had their camera on. I don't know.
If everyone that has access to cameras, would you be able to turn it on? If that's okay. That way we get to see each other's faces. But the next person would be Dawn. Right on cue.
Yeah. Let's yes, and let's be the partners that we don't need to speak, only tapping.
Yes, and let's not be allowed to ghost on our partners.
Yes, and make a teleport button so you can go to dating place instantly.
Yes, and let's have everyone do cooking when they're together.
Did you say cooking? Yeah. Yes, and let's make pasta.
Can I start a new one? Let's go on a boat.
Yes, and let's look at dolphins on that boat.
Let's catch the dolphin?
Yes, and let's all become dolphins. Then go back into the water.
What? Condolphin? What?
Yes,
Sorry?
and let's all become dolphins and go back into the water.
Like
Okay.
Ariel.
So I start from let's catch the dolphin. So yes, let's communicate with dolphins.
I like how you changed it from eat.
Yeah, but I stopped.
Oh, too
I
often.
stopped.
Okay, yeah, we can carry on if you guys want, or we can go back to adding ideas to the idea board on Miro. So if you had any ideas over lunch, or if this kind of helped you into getting a better like segue into making more ideas, then you can take this moment to having those ideas, writing them down, jotting them all up. Or if you want to carry on, we can. No? I see some head shaking.
Yeah.
Okay. We can leave this room open, obviously, and then if you want to talk about it or go through your process, then let us know and we can talk about it. And we'll go until, because we have a break. We'll have a break soon. I'll let you know when that is. Yeah. Go have fun. Go update some ideas on Miro.
Remember, whatever comes to your head, just put it down. If you want to go and take a break, you're more than welcome. Go and get a snack, a drink, whatever. We have so many ideas. I'm just trying to organize them at the moment. Oh my god. Keep going. I said try and get out of the box. We've gone bloody miles. This is really good. Good job. Remember, you can do anything you want. Any idea that comes to your head. As long as you think it's, you know, an idea that can make the world a better place, then put it down. Any ideas are helpful. don't forget, you're more than welcome to go and take a break. I know this is pretty tiring. If you want to stop, you can stop, chill out, go and have something to eat, look outside the window, count how many birds are on the tree. However, if you have more ideas in the pocket, let's get them out. Let's keep going. I'm loving it. I've seen some crazy ideas. We're gonna have to try and find the craziest idea later. So, maybe we'll try and make a little thing in the future, like the craziest ideas and whatnot. But until then, keep just firing them in there, guys. I can't believe how many we have. I've just looked at everyone else's. I think we're doing well. We might win this, guys. So keep going. Can't stop now. We could have a break. I'm gonna make you guys have a break in a bit. It's coming up to 3. Just think, what I would do would focus on something that you'd want to help or help improve a particular area. Like the cinema, an aquarium, like all of these places that you think can be improved, and then you just apply your creative knowledge to that. It can be inanimate objects like laptops, water bottles. It can be scenarios like sports. How could you make football more interesting? It could be other things that are much greater than that, like communities. How can you improve a particular community? And then a country, and then the world, and then the solar system, there's loads of things that you can just try and think how to improve. Just even I don't know, if you just look at the things in your room, like the phone, for instance, this thing isn't 100% recyclable. It breaks all the time. That's the solution. You can definitely think of a solution for that. We have to upgrade them all the time. Is it a good design if you have to upgrade it? I don't know. That's for you to decide. Or I look outside at a fence, and I'm wondering is that the best solution to stop people getting into the garden? Is it the most pretty looking? Is it the most effective? You know what I mean? Just look around you and wonder how you can make the world a better place. And the solution could be as crazy as you want. I mean, imagine if fences were just, let's say bamboo, the fastest growing grass, and it looks a lot better than metal, metal spikes. I don't know, just think about it. A fence growing kit. Anyway, whatever. Just keep going. I'm loving it. I'll keep organizing. You guys focus on the ideas. Great job, guys. We got 15 minutes until break time. We got 15 minutes till break, and then you could have a 20-minute break before our talk. So now is the final push, the big push. All right, whatever. I really don't mind what it is. Just get it on the paper. I want to see it typed up. Come on, we can do this. We can win if we push ourselves in the next 15. I really think we can. Keep going. It's so good. We have so many good ideas. Well done. Is anyone stuck? Is anyone bored? Should we do a yes and exercise? We'll come up with loads of new ideas with that thing. Talk to me. Ash, what are you thinking? You still going?
I'm stuck for ideas, personally.
Alright.
I think after, you know, I don't know, yeah.
Think of
everything I'm
like...
writing is like well boring.
Sorry?
Everything I'm writing is well boring. Can't think of anything good.
Let's do a yes and exercise then. We can on the subject of like social distancing. I was just thinking, I just saw a guy ride past on this bike, and I was like, oh, that's 2 meter distance for commuting. So we could do a yes and exercise.
Cool,
So let's say, let's try remain 2 meters distance by integrating rulers into a wristwatch that you can pull out and put your arm across, and it gives you the exact meter of like the exact distance that you need to remain in distance, safe distance.
Yes, and every time someone go over this distance, they will receive a massive slap because they get too close to you.
Boom, there we go. That's an idea. Put it down. Put that on Kickstarter, I'm telling you.
Yes, and we get one of those like laser lines that goes round us in a 2 meter circle attached to glasses.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe we need like a pair of glasses that notify us the distance, and it gives off a beep, beep, beep. Maybe it makes your phone vibrate in your pocket, like a notification. You know when it vibrates a little bit when the text comes on? Well, you can just make it vibrate for more time so you can feel that you're in the wrong place. Put it down. Maybe it's an app. Maybe it's an app that vibrates your phone if you get too close to another phone. I don't know. Keep going. It's a nice idea. Anyone else? It doesn't have to be serious and it doesn't have to be realistic point. I was thinking about like the roofing on houses and how we can utilize that space more. I don't know if anyone's thought about that.
Roof tiles that are decorative so that they look good.
Yeah, boom. Let's go. Because it's ceramic if you think about it.
Yeah.
So
that would
like
be
there's
pretty cool.
yeah. Like imagine these tiles could be, you know, they go down into like a gutter. Maybe they can be like lips up a bit and then it collects water and then, you know, soil could be planted in the roof tiles so it catches the water. That's a nice idea. And then if you grow, I don't know, you can do anything. You can make some sort of tool that you can, you know, garden from the roof, but you can't get access to the roof. It could be out your window, like a little hook thing. You can grab
That'd be
carrots
so
out of the
awesome.
roof.
Like
Yeah,
roof
write it
tiles that are
down.
like flower pots or something. But
Yeah,
they're a
boom.
tile onto your roof. Or something.
Yeah, exactly. You can just slot it in.
Yeah.
Ash, put it down. Put it down.
Modular roof tile plant pots.
Yeah, or even just bricks. I think that's quite cool. And you can just put the brick in when you're building the house. You can just like, on a wall, you know, you just put the brick in. It's just a little different shape than a rectangle. You good? That'd be cool. Anything, guys. Come on. I'm giving you 5 more minutes. I want to see the craziest idea you can come up with. Anything. How would you stop a robber getting into your house? A thief? Protection? Is there anything to make the world a better place? Is there some sort of self-defense thing you thought of? Whatever comes to your head, guys. So make sure you get it in Miro. Doesn't count if it's not on Miro, right? Four minutes. Does anyone else need some help? What are we thinking? What have you thought recently? right, gang. We got 1 more minute. I'm giving you 6 seconds to put down anything right now. Whatever you feel, put it down. After that, you can go and take a break. The world a better place. Alternate farming systems. Alternate is point B, less carbon footprint, transportation, entertainment, hobbies. What can we do? Can we invent something, a new game, a board game? I don't know. All right, I'm gonna give you 10 seconds. Everyone, one more idea, please. Put it down on Miro and then you can go and have a break. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 2, 1. All right, that's enough. I think we've done enough of that. I mean, we smashed it. Well done. I can't believe you went that long. That's incredible. Good job.
Bye.